Hello, welcome to Rust Reality Recaps. Please do consider subscribing. We're going to talk about 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, we last left off with Veah and Sunny getting engaged.
Make you a little bit hungry.
I honestly did not know that was the cake the first time I looked at it.
That's what are you waiting today? To going to see my dad?
So going to see Sunny's dad, she seemed to think that would be a good outfit choice.
It's too tight on you.
Not only that, but her boobs and belly are showing.
Okay, well, if you don't like my tummy showing for your dad, I understand, and I will fix that.
Ta-da! Magic. That's the first time we've seen someone fix their outfit without throwing a temper tantrum in this show. So Veah seems to think that the chocolate cake is going to buy Sunny's dad's forgiveness.
How could you be mad?
Because of the chocolate giving dopamine. Are we talking about the same man here? He's probably not even going to touch the cake. So they go to the restaurant and there's a bad omen immediately as the waiter spills milk everywhere. Veah starts to feel nervous and they're no longer banking on the cake.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, so they see the spilled milk as a bad omen. I kind of do as well. Now they're both nervous, and that cake's not seeming like it's going to solve the problem anymore.
This is a bad signal.
Gee, you think so, Sunny? You probably should have went with your gut on this one. So the father arrives, and it's bad vibes immediately. Super awkward.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Take tea, Papa. There's a tea.
We brought you cake.
Cake.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me drink tea first.
Yeah, this man has no interest in forgiving her, even if they kissed his butt and his feet. He goes on this rant about how she disrespected him at that first meeting, and he just does not feel good about her, and he doesn't think she's a good person. Sunny tries to apologize for her, and he's not having it. He's like, she should be the one apologizing. So she tries, but it's not like he's going to listen.
I just wanted to say sorry for just walking out that day, and I wanted to explain to you that it wasn't your fault.
He's laughing. He's like, why would it be my fault? It was all your fault.
That my religion, I felt like, was being attacked. My tattoos, so I don't know, I just felt like uncomfortable.
He does not care. His cultural beliefs dictate that she should be kissing his butt.
Just needed to clear my head for my mental health.
Not that this guy deserves it, but it's not a very good apology, and a mental health excuse is not going to work on this kind of person.
It's called anxiety. You know what anxiety is?
I'm not sure, but I'm not happy for that. What is the guarantee in future you're not going to do that again?
Veah goes on to explain that she can't guarantee it won't happen, that she cannot control her anxiety, but that she would hope it wouldn't happen again, and that she didn't like it.
But it's too late also. Do you know that?
This guy's acting like she spit in his face and cursed at Allah or something.
It's too late?
Mm-hmm.
For what? To apologize?
Mm-hmm.
So this is devastating news for her. I can't stand her nails. To Sunny's father, this first impression is unforgivable.
The first meeting is supposed to be talk to me. She should tell me everything, whatever she liked. But you just left.
He comes clean that they're engaged. The father is not impressed with this news and tells Sunny that he has to choose between Veah or himself. Sunny is devastated by this news because he knew this was going to happen, and Veah kind of forced this situation to happen.
You have to come back. You have to make her understand.
Yeah, I understand that, but
What but?
she's not gonna willing to do that.
Unacceptable. It's totally wrong, totally not good. If the man is Muslim, the woman have to follow the man. If someone knows Sunny got a wife, but he doesn't convert Sunny wife is a Christian. People will be say shame on Sunny. What you did is wrong. It's like a shame of my family.
Yeah, so it's all about him and how it reflects on him.
So he has to choose between me or you?
Yes, of course.
Papa, she's gonna be with me forever.
This guy has quite the ego, and he's a terrible father.
This is exactly what I was afraid of. Growing up, my dad wasn't around, and it's really taken a long time to rebuild a relationship.
Wait, your father wasn't around when you were small? With the way he acts, I would have thought that he was the most supportive and involved parent. If he really wasn't involved when you were a child and you have to earn his respect and love like this, don't even bother.
I need that man with me.
That's so sad to see him say that. No, you don't. So he goes after him and begs for him to forgive him once again. And the father is just not having it. Veah even tries, and he's like, don't even talk to me. Talk to Sunny. You disgust me.
Because when you love, you are blind. You forget about your parents. You forget about your father.
We didn't forget about you, though.
Right now, better you don't talk to me. Talk to Sunny.
Very immature. You're supposed to be the adult and the father figure here.
I didn't mean to disrespect you.
I can't say anything good now. I don't like to even see Sunny face now.
That is so cold and immature. I would never say that to my child. Oh my God, he's so heartbroken over this. This is terrible to watch. Veah concocted this whole scenario, though. She couldn't have just been patient and left it. Now he has to be alone, without anyone, because she's going to go back to America. His father's just disowned him and told him not to talk to him and to go away, essentially. That's so sad, but that just shows the cultural differences, because I don't think this father's worth fighting over. So the next morning, it's their last morning together, and he's taking her to the airport. They're having their farewell time, and all I can think is, what is up with those nails? They're so ugly. Anyway, Sunny's really sad to see her go. Next we have Tigerlily. She's the rich girl who married the 22-year-old Muslim boy and has had nothing but problems adapting to his cultural dynamics. Or should I say rules, even though she in fact did not convert, proving that one does not have to convert to Islam to be Muslim married, but he does inflict his rules on her. Now she's pregnant.
What's Adnan doing?
He's excited.
Yeah?
In his interview soon. But I don't know if it's because it's Ramadan and he's just fasting, so it's like making him hangry. But we are literally like getting into an argument every like other day. Wow.
Wow.
I would say these friends seem like your typical phony LA wow friends, but they did tell her.
I take a photo of me without a shirt on.
Baby, you
and
are
I
a
post it
woman.
on my social
You
media.
are a woman.
How would you feel? Would you be upset?
Of course I will. I will kill you, baby.
I always found that disturbing because I don't think he's joking. Look it up.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's intense. And it's more concerning.
These were the two that warned her that marrying him so soon was a bad idea.
He went to make his brother Veah power of attorney. It was basically making his brother act as him for anything.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, this power of attorney thing is no good. I wouldn't like it either. Tigerlily is independently loaded.
The brother could essentially take out a loan in my husband's name, and that affects me.
Not only that, but I think it affects her finances too. I think he can make decisions on her behalf as well, or at least has some control. It's not good for her. But I think we can all calm down, because although she likes to act like a Kardashian, I don't think she's as dumb as she lets on. She's talking about getting a post-nuptial and protecting herself. And that's a really good decision, but we know he's not going to take it well. And and I just hope that she stays strong and firm.
Wow.
Babe, why didn't you protect yourself in the beginning? Both Cruz and I, we were telling you this, I know, but this is like not what I wanted. Like I don't.
Okay, as dumb as it is that she's crying, that this isn't how she wanted her marriage to go. She wanted a perfect marriage, which doesn't make any sense. It is sad. I don't want to see her cry.
Like, I don't want to be like keeping everything separate and like, this is mine, this is ours. Like, it's so yucky to me. And you don't want to hope for the worst either.
It sucks, but in any relationship, you need to be prepared for the worst.
I shouldn't have to protect myself from my husband.
You shouldn't have to protect yourself.
With him,
you need to.
Yes, you absolutely need to. You can't trust him. He's immature. He's only 22 years old, and he comes off like a spoiled brat. He came from money, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want yours. So please get that thing drafted up and make an ultimatum or a deal. Make some sort of compromise. So she decides that she needs to talk to him about it as soon as possible, and she video chats him later on in the day.
Well, let's talk about something a little bit more important.
He's such a petulant child. Look at his face as soon as she got serious on him. Tigerlily goes on about how she doesn't like that he has his separate apartment in Jordan, and she thinks it doesn't make sense if they're married, and if he's coming to America, why would he have his own place? He wants to keep his place because he has friends and family, and Jordan is his home. He intends to visit it multiple times a year.
I need some place so I can keep my stuff in some place. Don't leave it there.
See, this is the problem.
Tigerlily goes on to explain to Adnan, like he's an 8-year-old, why these are concerns of hers and why it's shady. And she tells him that she does not want him to have his brother as his power of attorney.
You go back to Jordan with him in your apartment that you would like to keep in Jordan, and then I'm left with the children and no money.
So Adnan's main reason is that he has his brother in control so that he can help him with things, because he's the baby and he needs all the help. Tigerlily explains that if he's not going to do that, then she's going to have their finances separate, and she's going to have her lawyer send him some paperwork to do a post-marital agreement. Because Adnan's a spoiled baby boy who likes to be the boss, he doesn't like this one bit, and he throws a little temper tantrum. He threatens her that he won't come.
I will not do it.
Tigerlily's a better woman than I am, because I would have threatened to not have the baby then. Just saying.
So I think that if you're not going to change, then we just need to have a post-marital agreement.
Like separate?
Like, keep everything separate.
So he goes on his little rant that this is not acceptable and that he's the man and that she should just accept what he does and trust what he decides and not argue with him, and that he doesn't want to move forward with a wife that doesn't trust him. So he's saying he's not going to go to his K1 appointment if she sends him any paperwork.
If I get anything from your attorney, I will not go into this appointment. I won't continue with why I didn't trust her husband.
You understand me?
Honestly, I wish that's what happened. He hung up on her, and I don't like seeing a sad pregnant lady cry. I would have hung up on him, though. What a little asshole. He has no idea that she's the one who has all the power in this situation, but he's really mad it should be him. Because, you know, he's the man and he says so. Bullshit. Last but not least, we have Vanya, who's recoiling from being used and dumped by Yosko. She explains to us and her cousin about what happened, that everything was going really well, and then when he went home on his trip, he texted her back that he couldn't be with her.
He goes, you're being needy. And I don't like this. Click.
So apparently, They had a schedule where they were speaking, and then he dropped off on the evening calls, and she just asked for some consistency.
He said, you know, I don't think I can be with you because you obviously don't have motherly instincts, and I have a child.
Well, that's a low blow for a woman who doesn't have children. I mean, she could learn. I wonder what happened. I wonder what she did to turn him off. So now we get a lovely scene of her at work, belly dancing in her costume, and I think she looks fabulous. That blue reminds me of Jasmine from Aladdin. I really like her costume, and she is beautiful. I have a problem with her hair, and her makeup is usually too vibrant, but otherwise, she's absolutely gorgeous. It's something about her personality that keeps turning these men off, and I'm wondering what it is. I noted that she was throwing herself under the bus, complaining, or not complaining, but venting about her insecurities and her worries, and maybe that did it.
So, how are you?
How are you?
I'm okay. I guess had better days, had worse days.
So this is the first time that her and Josko have spoken since he dumped her. I find this conversation to be really awkward, and he's giving her the F-boy smile the whole time. I really don't like that. So he explains his reasoning for suddenly dropping off on her, and it seems to be rooted from guilt of leaving the boy behind and him crying for him. So he started overthinking and looking for reasons for it to not work with her. He apologizes for being so harsh and says that it was a decision that he made for the child. Vanya thinks it's not fair because he never gave her a chance to even meet the child or prove that she had the ability to change.
We didn't talk about possible solutions, but frankly, I really don't see them.
He goes on to explain that she gave him the impression that she didn't like children, that she didn't want her house to get messed up or her things to get broken or messed with or kids running around. So it gave him the idea that she wasn't a motherly person and that it wouldn't work and that there's no reason for them to continue.
Kids running around, destroying your stuff, so...
Vanya's like, dude, you didn't even give me time to prepare for that or adjust. We were just discussing things.
But didn't we also talk about changing my dance room into a kid's room so that when you guys come, that would be his place? I mean, we talked about all of that stuff, and you know, I was already getting my mind in a direction of like, okay, so this is how we're going to change things up so that this can work.
His face says it all to me. He's completely guilty of moving on. He's done with her. He used that as an excuse, but I wonder if he met someone else that was a better fit, ultimately. So, super cringe, in my opinion. Vanya still has a trip to Croatia booked, and she asks him, should she still come out? Does he still want to see her? Because the original plan was for them to spend time together and for her to meet his family and the child. Vanya, no, cancel that ticket.
Just been all of a sudden, and I just need a day or two to think about it. And,
okay.
We can talk about it.
So just let me know.
I would
then,
take
and
that
I
as
guess
a
we'll
no.
talk soon.
Cancel or sell that ticket. Save your dignity and don't waste your time anymore. It's going to be Bojo 2.0. Oh my god. So they've been advertising the tell-all for like 2 weeks now, and it looks like it's going to be poppin'. Fucking Brian's going to be there, Lauren's going to be there. They're going to try and team up on Ingrid and make her look like she's in the wrong, which I already hate. But I feel like Vanya's going to be the MVP calling people out. I'm here for it. I'll be watching it. And they have Bozo here, and he doesn't even stick around because someone points out that he seems like he has a girlfriend, and valid. That seems like a really, really good point. He took off awful fast after that too, so I'm wondering if there's some truth to it. Thank you for tuning in for this week's recap on 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. please keep an eye out for my recap on the 90-day last resort episode coming up. If you liked this video, please do consider liking it and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps my channel grow and get into the algorithm to be seen by others. And I really love any engagements. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.